Hello, I am back. It's been a while. I did want to record this when I was sick. I already sounded sick enough all last week. But we're back. Alrighty? Okay. I'm still reeling over what Kate told me yesterday. I could have never guessed that she was getting in trouble from bullies. Who could be mean to Kate Marsh of all people? It makes me furious to think about and kind of lousy at the same time. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I had no idea that this was going on. I should have said something, asked her out for tea, or sent her a text at least. Some friend you are, Max. This is the worst. But there's no use in worrying about what I didn't do. It's not like I can rewind time or fix it. The important thing is being here for Kate in the present in whatever way she needs. The bus reaches its destination, jerking me out of my thoughts. I have to stop by the boardwalk today. There's a lot of neat little shops down here. Handmade souvenirs, antique stores, gift shops. There's even a place that sells camera gear for one of the tourists looking to preserve the memories of our sleepy little beach town. This shop also sells hella cheap. We're talking hella cheap Polaroid film, which I need to take the contest photo. I asked Kate to come along, telling her that I wanted some company, though it's more for her sake than mine. She needs a day to relax, especially after I made her spill her guts to me yesterday. She seemed okay when I texted her last night, but I still wanted to see her in person to make sure. And her response to being asked to join me was so damn cute. I pulled my phone to let Kate know I have arrived, glancing over at my last received text from her. Sounds wonderful! That's not how she sounds. I'll see you around 9, and I promise I won't be late this time. XOXO. A leaf washes over me again, and I smile. Hope those emojis are legit. Too much sad. Are legit. Oh. I hope those emojis are legit. Too much sad, Kate, is not a good thing. I'm about to type out a quick text, but there's no need. I can see Kate on a bench not too far away from me, hands folded in her lap, staring out into the glittering ocean. Put my phone away again and start to walk quickly in her direction, not wanting to keep her waiting. She sees me out of the corner of her eye as I approach, smiling up at me. Max, there you are. Hey, Kate. Sorry if I kept you waiting long. I rubbed the back of my neck sheepishly, thinking about the 3 times I had hit the snooze button on my alarm this morning. Kate shrugs, nonchalant. She's quiet today. Hope I didn't upset her too much yesterday, bringing up all of her problems. I reach forward and tentatively squeeze her shoulder. How are you feeling? Her eyes don't leave my face, but she seems to perk up at my touch. Okay. I actually felt like playing my violin this morning. I haven't touched it in a week. I had noticed Kate stopped playing her violin in the morning, so around time she started acting sad. I can't stop myself from smiling. That's so great. I must have slept right through it, but I'm sure it was nice, as always. She looks away, suddenly shy. Actually, I didn't get the chance. I was too, excited to be here. She looks back up at me, her eyes bright. With you? She says it with such a gentle voice that it makes my heart melt. I pretend to be distracted by a seagull milling around behind us, her sweetness giving me a momentary loss for words. And of course, I can't even show up on time. You could have been playing a violin instead of waiting for my lazy bones. Kate, not even remotely peeved, just laughs and rises to her feet. It's fine, really. I can play later. Maybe you could even join me on your guitar. I nod immediately. Kate and I only played together once, but it's still one of my favorite memories with her. Definitely, we're long overdue for a jam session. Couldn't agree more. She looks so excited. I wonder if she's remembering it too. It takes like forever sometimes for this thing to go. Kate looks over her shoulder at the shops ahead of us and back at me. Then back to me. Shall we go? I know, letting Kate lead the way. We stopped by the camera shop first. Kate doesn't do a lot of browsing, hanging back to look at some of the cute lanyards while I pick up my film. After we exit, Kate and I wander for a little while. Kate remarks that she doesn't get out much, so a lot of the shops are new to her. If that's the case, I'm even happier that I invited her along. Even though the shops are pretty ordinary and shabby by most people's standards, Kate is really enjoying herself, eyes wide with interest. We come across a shop filled with stuffed animals, and Kate actually pulls my arm over to look at them with her. Makes me feel pretty special. Maybe that's just the effect Kate has on everyone. She's such a warm person after all. Or maybe there's more to it than that. More to me and Kate. What? A gentle tapping on my shoulder brings me back to reality. Kate stops outside a small, sweet-smelling stand surrounded by tables with big umbrellas attached. A small sign hangs in the front advertising fresh tea and baked goods. It's been so long since we had one of our tea dates. I take another whiff of the fragrant air coming from the stand, and then look back over to Kate. Way too long. Want to stop here for a bit? We order our drinks and sit down at one of the small tables outside. The boardwalk's not very busy today, so there's not a lot of people watching. There's not a lot of people watching to do. I was confused for a second. Kate and I practically have the whole place to ourselves. Still feeling adventurous, I opt to order the house blend. The spices emanating from it are powerful, and as I take a sip, my nose wrinkles. I let out a a groan of surprise, and Kate grins at me from across the table. Too nice to laugh at my misfortune, but I can see that on her face. That's really strong. How's your tea? It's good. I always get chamomile because I'm boring. She says this with a smile, so I know it's not self-deprecating. It helps my anxiety, too. I nod, a little concerned. You have that a lot? Kate arches an eyebrow. Max, I am attending one of the most notable art schools in the state. There's so much pressure with that, you know. Not to mention homework and my strict family checking in on me. How could you not know? Kate's bluntness makes me grin. We both felt the stress. Blackwell does have a reputation after all. Point taken. Maybe I should try drinking that stuff too. Kate takes a sip of her own tea, thoughtful. There's other teas for stress too. Passion flower, lavender, peppermint's good too, but a little too sweet for me. That wasn't even her voice. I glanced up at the 3 empty packets of sugar surrounding my tea, then backed up to Kate. I'm getting worse than Chloe these days. I don't think I'd have that problem. Kate actually giggles at that. No, I guess you wouldn't. You could try. She stops herself suddenly, looking down at her tea. After a pause, she notices my worried look and speaks again. Sorry, you must be so bored of me talking by now. I feel like I've been rambling so much today. Just a little. It's not like Kate's bothering me. She could never. Just a little bit, but I don't mind. Kate looks away apologetically. Sorry, whenever I hang out with other people, they usually talk over me. It's different with you. I hope she doesn't think that's a bad thing. Kate deserves to be heard as much as anyone else. You're allowed to be the center of attention too, you know. Kate looks at me skeptically. I'd rather not be, honestly, but I appreciate the thought, Max. People get surprised when I actually have things to say. I guess I just don't stand out that much. I actually know exactly how you feel, Kate. She seemed surprised at this statement. You do? But your photos are amazing, Max. Everyone knows you for them. Why do you think everyone was so eager to have you submit one for the contest? You really do have a gift, Max. I shook a little uncomfortably. I know everyone thinks so, but I don't see it sometimes. That doesn't make it untrue. You're just insecure. I smiled at her knowingly. Kinda like you, huh? She pauses, suddenly very interested in the napkin under her disposable teacup. Maybe. I'm serious, Kate. Your drawings are awesome. Just as good as my photos. I leaned forward as if sharing a little inside joke with her. I still haven't erased that drawing you left on my room slate, just in case it's still worth something one day. Kate had doodled a cute doll on my room slate a few days earlier, wearing a plaid shirt and a camera around its neck. An obvious caricature. I can't put with words and things. Kate interrupts into giggles after that. Okay, now you're being way too nice. I spent 2 minutes on that crap, tops. I gasped dramatically, mock offended. This is the weirdest gasp ever. How dare you, Kate Marsh? That doe is obviously adorable. Kate crosses her arms. Well, I did use you as an inspiration, so you could be biased. Kate, please, that is not the only reason. I shut up and take a sip from my tea, a sudden heat rushing to my cheeks. For some reason, the implication that Kate might think I'm adorable is making me trip on my words. It better not be. I actually want to write children's books one day and do the illustrations, of course. So cute art is a must. I grinned at the thought. That's perfect work for you, Kate. Kate beams back at me. I didn't have a lot of friends when I was younger, so I read a ton of picture books. They were a big comfort to me. I even kept some of them to read when I'm sad. Pretty childish, huh? No, it's cute. Nah, it's actually cute. My room back home is practically a museum of old kid stuff I've never thrown away. Plus, I still sleep with Captain, my stuffed bear. Kate laughed softly. Ha ha ha. That makes me feel better. I actually don't have any stuffed animals. Alice is enough for me. We keep talking until the remnants of our tea have long gone cold. I hadn't even realized that it was nearly 3 in the afternoon. As walking away from the small tea shop, I catch Kate smiling at me. Thanks for always listening to me, Max. You know you don't have to thank me for that. Her fingers graze across my arm gently, getting my attention. I feel like I can talk to you about anything. Not everyone cares about what the quiet Christian girl has to say. But you genuinely do. So thanks. Before I can respond, a voice in the distance distracts us. Someone is trying to get our attention, specifically Kate's. Oh, it's Stella. We haven't talked in forever. She looks at me questioningly. Do you care if I pop over and say hi? I practically push her in Stella's direction. You don't need my permission, jeez. I say it with a smile, happy that she's feeling that she feels like socializing again. Okay, I'll be right back. I wave at her as she goes over to Stella. Stella's one of the only people to attend Kate's Babel groups. I'm glad she's reaching out to one of her friends again. Oops, I accidentally skipped one. They look caught up in their own conversation, so I look around for something to keep me occupied. There's a small gift shop immediately to my left. Maybe I should get something for Kate. She has had a shitty week after all. I don't know. She's mentioned all of these. I feel like this is just like test to see which or how well we've been paying attention. So the picture book is thoughtful because, you know, like she was a kid and nostalgia. So, sure. I managed to fit the gift perfectly in my bag, and just in time, Kate's waving me over to where Stella was a moment ago. With a spring in my step, I run over to join her. More than a half a day has passed when Kate and I arrived back at the school, but I barely noticed it. I forgot how much I loved hanging out with Kate, and our tea dates, of course. I think she enjoyed herself too. I've seen her smile more today than she has all week. She seems lighter, like there's a lot less on her mind. I hope whoever was bullying her decided to back off. She mentioned someone had written something mean on her room slate. I checked this morning while I was on my way out to find that it was still wiped clean, thank God. It better stay that way. It's kind of chilly now, a steady breeze filling the comfortable silence between me and Kate as we walk. She stops when we reach the steps, putting her hand on my arm gently. Thanks again for letting me tag along, Max. She's swaying back and forth on her feet, her cheeks still rosy from her hot drinks hours ago. Always a pleasure. I pause, rubbing the back of my neck nervously. And, sorry I've been such a space case lately. I still can't help feeling a little guilty about not knowing Kate was struggling. When you were staying in your room all the time, I thought something was up, but I just didn't say anything. I feel bad. Kate shakes her head almost immediately. Please don't, Max. It's not your job to check up on me all the time. I guess not. I trail off, still unsure. I just hated seeing Kate so sad. Hearing her talk about how hopeless and tired she felt was kind of scary. I don't want her to feel alone. I need to help myself, too. Like you were telling me yesterday. Besides, I feel pretty good today, so don't worry about me. Kate moves forward and grabs both my hands, squeezing them gently. If anything, you can stress about the photo tomorrow. Not that you have any reason to. I grin, looking from our hands to Kate's face. What makes you so sure? Kate shrugs. I've never seen a picture of yours that wasn't pretty. Even my selfies? After a beat, Kate smiles and nods. Especially your selfies. Okay. Putting the moves on. The air around us feels suddenly warmer, and I look down at my bag for its distraction. Open my bag to inspect its contents. There's the film, my phone, my camera, and Kate's gift, still wrapped in the plastic gift store bag. I can't believe I almost forgot to give it to her. My brain is really fried lately. I look up at her shyly. Are you sure you're feeling alright today? She looks at me questioningly. I think so. Why? Well, I know you've had a hard week, so I may have gotten you something while we were out today, just in case you were still feeling sad. Surprise dawns on Kate's face, and she actually gasps a little. one hand moving to her mouth. You did not have to do that, Max. I'm fine, really. For a second, I worry that I offended her somehow, but the small smile I see under her hand tells me otherwise. But I wanted to. I stick my hand in the bag and grasp the gift, then smile back at Kate. Now hold your hands and don't peek. She obliges with a small giggle, obediently holding out the hand as her eyes gently flutter closed. I put the book in Kate's hand and watch as she carefully takes it out of the blue plastic. Her eyes widen and she looks at the cover, turning it over to look at the back design as well. Admittedly, I hadn't looked at it too closely, but the cover sported a tiny cartoon cat holding a balloon. It looked adorable, just like Kate's art. The art reminded me of your drawings, so hopefully you like it too. Plus, I know these cheer you up, so I figured you can't have too many. You've already been a huge help with that. Kate says this softly, maybe just to herself. Her eyes are still busy in the page that she's flipping through, her grin broadening as she does. Finally, she closes it and looks back up at me. Bless your soul, Max. This is adorable. She hugs her book against her chest, and the smile she gives me is absolutely angelic. I love it. I can tell she's sincere, as always. I can't stop my own grin from spreading across my face. Glad to hear it. Just then, the clouds, which had been blocking the sun for most of the afternoon, moved away from each other so we could see the colors in the dusky sky. Kate smiles despite having to shield her eyes a little as she looks at the strong glow of the sun. It's going to set soon. I could probably get some good shots. I wonder what Kate would say if I asked her to watch it with me. Well, I took pictures, of course. Would that be too weird? We are just friends, after all. It looks like the clouds are finally clearing. Still a little chilly, though. Maybe we should head back inside. Kate pulls out her phone and checks the time, her eyes widening in surprise. Wow, I guess it's a bit late. Time flies when you're having fun. She nods eagerly with a laugh, and the way light hits her face makes her look radiant. It certainly does, but now it's back to the real world. Her words remind me about what I wanted to ask her. I want to make sure nobody's been giving her any more grief. I reach out to touch Kate's shoulder, gently. Maybe not just yet. I want to talk to you about something. About, the people who've been bullying you. She shrugs like she's not used to people asking after her. I hope that's not the case. Oh, well, okay. You want to sit down somewhere? I nod, letting Kate lead the way. A thought occurs to me as I look to the horizon. You know, it's going to be a really pretty sunset. We should stay outside long enough to watch it. Kate smiles knowingly back at me. Itchy to test out your new film? Oh, that was not her voice. And to watch it with my best friends. What do you say? Kate seems to glow with pride at my words and nods. We sit on one of the benches outside the dorms, getting a good view of the sun dipping behind the trees. Another breeze shifts past us as Kate rubs her shoulders. Oh, it's getting chilly now. I guess off her hoodie. It's the best one. I shrug the hoodie off my shoulders and offer it to Kate, who looks at me with surprise. Here you go. Are you sure you're not? Oh my god. Nah, it's fine. I live in Seattle, remember? I'm used to the cold. She puts it on. It almost fits her, but the arms are too long, so she pulls them over her hands. It's pretty adorable. She turns back to me and smiles gratefully. You're You're sweet, Max. Thank you. I'm not sure if the goosebumps that go up my bare arms are entirely from the cold. So, what's on your mind? I shivered a little, thinking of my words. I don't want to bring up any bad memories for Kate, especially after she had such a nice time today. I just want to make sure you're okay after what you told me. I hope I didn't come off as too bossy. I didn't mean to tell you to run your life. How to run your life. I don't want to see you get hurt anymore. After a pause, Kate making sure I finished, she replies, That's really sweet of you, Max, but you don't have to apologize. I needed to hear what you said. She's not looking at me, playing with a loose thread on her shirt. This might surprise you, but I'm not as delicate as everyone thinks I am. Or at least I try not to be. I just forget sometimes, you know? When everyone sees you as this shy, scared little Christian girl, it's kind of hard to break away from that. Nobody understands that there's more to me. She looks back up at me, a little anxiously. Do you even? She seems so troubled. I want to grab her hands and apologize, tell her I'm sorry for bringing it up again. But it's too late now. Kate, you know I understand. What brought this on? You've been so nice to me, and I'm so happy that you picked me to help you with the contest. But I don't want you to feel like you have to just because you feel bad for me. She looks away again, focusing on the rings on her fingers instead of me. I know I get sad sometimes, and it's not easy for me to make friends. That's why I want to make sure the friendships I actually do make are genuine. Do you understand, Max? I don't want anyone's pity. I'm your friend. I can't stop myself from interjecting. Kate's completely right about herself. There's more to her than what's on the surface, and I don't want her to think I'm one of those people who would think otherwise. I'm your friend, Kate, and not just when you're sad. I love hanging out with you all the time. And what I said yesterday, I meant that too. I wouldn't have told you to be strong if I didn't think you had it in you. She doesn't look up from her hand, so I put mine over it gently. She doesn't pull away, but the unexpected warmth makes her flinch. After a moment, she turns to look at me, breaking into a smile. I believe you. Just try not to worry so much, okay? I don't need to be protected all the time. Just knowing that I can come to you when I need it is enough for me. I realize that I haven't been giving her enough credit. Kate looks so sure of herself right now, completely the opposite of yesterday. Could it be that easy for her attitude to turn around? Just like flipping a switch? I'm not sure. But I trust Kate, and hearing how steady she sounds takes a huge weight off my shoulders. Just don't be afraid to ask when you need help. I can't always take a hint. This makes her giggle a little, breaking the serious air completely. I know. Hey, that's the part where you're supposed to disagree. We're both laughing now. Ha 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 ha. Shouldn't you be taking pictures right now? You're going to miss your shot. Kate innocently gestures for the setting sun. She's right. I shake my head at her before grabbing my camera out of the bag. It looks like you're off the hook. For now. The sun glares against the trees, making them look black and daunting. The tips of the leaves and the branches light up, giving them a fiery glow. This is my favorite time to take nature shots. The sunset makes the entire world light up. I catch Kate watching me while I take photos and smile. Oh my god, I need water. Sorry, 1 second. Water break. A small smile on her face. I aim the camera in her direction and she immediately ducks, suddenly shy. Come on, no! Don't waste your film on me. Kate, a picture of you would not be a waste. I lowered the camera from my face and meet her eyes. I am the professional here. I know my stuff. Kate rolls her eyes good-naturedly. Later, okay? Just focus on your sunset for now. I am a little disappointed, but I turn my camera back in the direction of the trees. Now Kate's watching it too, smiling and bunching the hoodie I gave her around her shoulders as another gust of wind blows. She seems to be happy, I offered. At least. Satisfied with my work, I put my camera away and Kate rises from the bench. I should get going now. Talk to you later? I nod, smiling. Sure, I'll text you. I told the hospital staff we'd be there around 2 tomorrow. You know what bus to take, right? Why not up there together? That way we won't be tempted to mash the snooze button too many times. She giggles, nodding. Sure, I'd like that. She gives a small wave before heading back inside. I'm glad Kate seems excited for tomorrow. I know we're going to take a great photo together.